What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new series that we're going to be starting out here on the channel. Obviously, as you can see, it's Gauntlet Legends. It's going to be the N64 Nintendo 64 version. I think there was a PlayStation 1 version. Full disclosure, I have no idea when this series is going to be coming out on the channel. We're recording this on the 21st of September, 2024, but there's also a retro series I've been recording since like Christmas 2022. So yeah, I have no idea, but it could be next, it may not be. At the moment, our main series that's coming out is Grounded, but yeah, I thought I wanted to dive into the retro style a little bit further and enjoy some Gauntlet Legends. We are playing this, like I said, on an actual Nintendo 64. It's not an emulated version of it. We will be doing it old school with my Nintendo 64, the one that I grew up with as a child and that I received around 97 or 98. So let's dive into it. Let's get a character going. And yeah, the episodes are probably going to be a little bit shorter than what we typically do for a series. Man, I really don't want to be... You know what, maybe I will be... Who do I like the best? I do kind of like blue, but green's my favorite color, so... Stats don't change, so... We can be Cirrus. And... yeah, cool. Yeah, the episodes will probably be a little bit longer. I don't imagine I'll be able to stretch this to be like 20 minutes per episode. At least not to begin with. But, yeah. This is what we're going to be doing for a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. There might be like a niche group of people that used to love this game like I did, and glad to see it being released daily as a episode series. But there's also going to be some people that have never heard of this game and grew up with Xbox 360s and Xbox Ones and PlayStation 3 and 4s, and they're probably going to look at this game and be like, what the hell is this crap? The low graphics, the, you know, very simplistic gameplay. So I'm gonna have to learn all the buttons again. So like, give me a little bit of time in the first level. All right, max health 500. All right, experience. That's what I want to keep it on. God, it feels so weird holding a Nintendo 64 controller after being predominantly an Xbox controller. Yeah, the audio does feel a little bit low for me. I don't know what it's like for you guys. Gold, that'll be helpful. I feel like normally there's more enemies. Oh, spoke too soon. Where do they come from? I wonder what difficulty we're doing this on. People have been griefing me lately in the comments because I'm playing Grounded on like an easier difficulty instead of like ultimate hardcore one life gameplay. I'm like, bro, this channel's regular gaming. We don't do things on like a mega hard mode. Not always. Man, I can barely hear this guy's audio. I might have to jack it up in between this episode and next episode a bit. I'm pretty sure he's basically saying there's a bunch of obelisks around. Oh, I didn't want to use that. Gotta save your power-ups. So I went for the wizard. I think like they're good distance with like the staff. They probably don't have a lot of defense. If you've never played Gauntlet Legends, this is pretty similar to like Diablo in a sense, but like a much more simplified version. You know, you basically just go around killing stuff on a map. You level up, you get upgrades, you get stronger. That's pretty much the gist of it. You don't really get like armor and like equipment to upgrade at all. I don't know what it is about this game. I always loved it when I was a kid, but there's very few people that I ever met that liked the game. Morgan the Legend, who we play Borderlands with on the channel, it used to be a chore getting him to play this with me. I think he did it once and he was just like, man, this game. This game's too slow, I think. My partner Lauren, she was watching a little bit of it yesterday while I was kind of testing things out. Use turbo and attack for turbo attack. I have no idea what turbo is. Yeah, Lauren looked at it and she was just like, this looks so boring. So I'm assuming that if you're watching the video, you sort this out because, like, yeah, no one just like stumbles across Gauntlet Legends, you know, at this point in time. I think this game came out in like 98, maybe? I could be wrong there. I don't know the stats and, you know, a lot of stuff about it. How do I use like our thing? I can't remember how to use like our ultimate ability. Okay, well that was a potion. That's a bit of a waste. No way, it's like left and right bumper. Sorry, let me get rid of these guys. You're going to be seeing a lot of me like standing in place, attacking, so like... What I would recommend almost is to pop it on times 1.5 maybe? How do I use my ability? Oh, sheesh. So this just moves that. This moves that. It has to be these two, right? Nope. It's got to be a combination then. Oh, it's that. It's A and Z. Gotcha. That's actually pretty convenient. Button, like the way I'm holding the controller. Yeah, a lot of Gauntlet Legends is kind of like standing, especially when you're playing a wizard. It is sort of just like standing in place and shooting. But no, we leveled up. There'll probably be some off, like, camera grinding as well by me. Alright, that should get rid of that whole row. So, down in the bottom left-hand corner where you can kind of see, like, the information about my character, when we get, like, those bars from, like, green, yellow to red, we can do our ultimate ability. We can do something at, like, yellow. It's this. It's just the rock fall, which isn't bad, but, yeah, the skull's way better. I'm assuming they thought that I read, like, the... Yeah, I'm assuming they thought I read the instruction manual, but I don't have the instruction manual for this game. Attack plus... Oh, okay, so like A plus B. Maybe together. Let's give it a try. That wasn't throwing nothing. Okay. So fruit is 50 health. It's important to stay up on our health. We don't have a lot of health compared to some of the other classes, so we just have to do what we can do. Oh shit. We're nearing the end of the episode, I think. We're just gonna get through these guys. Now, typically, if I wasn't recording and I wasn't trying to just, like, waste everyone's time, I'd probably sit down here and, like, kind of just grind off of these guys a bit. As you can see, every time it's not just when you kill them, it's every time you hit something, you get experience, I believe. So, yeah. So, like, these guys would be good farms for experience. You just sit here and wait for them to come down and, yeah. But I won't do that while you guys are watching. Bam, bam, bam. That's something I can do in between today and tomorrow, just to make sure we're nice and beefy. And here we are at the end of the level, which is ultimately going to be the end of the episode. And that's going to be the conclusion of episode 1. I'm sure this level has a name. Average amount of kills, I guess. No way we killed 224 enemies. I don't believe it. Anyway, let's make a new save. Controller pack 1. That's the one I was testing this out on yesterday. We will be number 3, Cirrus. Because these old consoles are a little bit you know, 50-50, it might freeze up on us. So, you know, it's good to have a save. But the way the episode structure is going to work is one episode is going to be one level, except for bosses, because like level 6 in every area is just a boss. So in this one, it's like a dragon. I can't remember what the others are. But we may not always do the bosses like in order, because like bosses are easier if you have like a special item. But typically you don't get the item in that, I'm going to call it a world, in that area. Your item's usually in like one of these areas. But yeah, they've got a whole bunch of different areas that we're going to go through. And we're going to go through the whole game. I am so excited. The child in me is loving the nostalgia. We also have a shop here that we can buy upgrades from. You can see here we get strength and health and all that. I need to have a look online and see whether doing this on a harder difficulty gives me more experience. You would think it would, because like they'll have more health, therefore more times I hit them. But yeah, we'll see. Nonetheless, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Plenty more Gauntlet Legends to come. See you on the next one. Bye!
Regular gaming.